Hey everybody, it's Kelly. I'll just get, the routine. I have to get the camera straight first for you. And tonight I'm having a hard time doing that. There we go. Okay. So we got that straight. And then let me pull up the chat. Okay, so I'm coming on tonight quite a bit later than I normally do, and that is because I worked late today, very late, and then did a couple of errands, and finally got home so late, and then I've been kind of decompressing a little bit. So I was thinking that I would do this photo. Well, okay, so tell me, is it Mary? You have to tell me how to pronounce your name. It's beautiful. I love your spelling. Anyway, from Gurney, we are practically neighbors in all seriousness. Anyway, so let me know how you actually pronounce your name because I want to pronounce it properly. It is Mary. Okay, that's beautiful, Mary. Is it like Irish or something like that? Just because I've seen Irish names. I'm Irish. I've seen Irish names spelled like that. So very cool. So so what I'm saying is that as Mary tells me a little bit about where her name might come from, I worked really late tonight, and then I came home and decompressed a little bit. I had done some grocery shopping because these two little nuggets are coming to stay with Grandma tomorrow night. So they are my two youngest grandchildren, and so M number 3 and M number 4. M number 1 and 2 are staying with my daughter-in-law's dad tomorrow night to give my daughter-in-law and stepson a little break from the kids. And so I'm going to take them, and M number 3 has been with Grandma before, but M number 4 has never stayed overnight. And the last time I saw him 2 weeks ago, he saw me and started screaming. So I hadn't seen him in 10 weeks because of the hadn't seen him in 10 weeks because of the pandemic. So he didn't recognize me because he turned 11 months old 2 days ago. So like I was a stranger to him practically, right? Anyway, so I was thinking about doing that. So, oh, that's beautiful, Mary. How cool. That is so neat. So, hey, Cynthia, good to see you. Good to see you from Oregon. So this is the photo I think I'm going to do. I also was toying with doing, so this is my pandemic album. I was thinking about doing a layout in there, but I don't want to think too much. And frankly, this photo, I love this photo of the two of them because they're really good buddies. And I love the look on his face. But I don't have to do any thinking about this other than to put the layout together. I don't need to think about journaling. And the pandemic album, when I'm doing it, most of the time is a little bit more serious. So, if you guys want me to, I'll take you quickly through what I've got done here. But this photo I think will be great. The other thing is I have to show you something. I have a confession to make. So you know how I'm on a stash freeze, right? Yeah. I'm back to work, obviously, which is why I worked late. And my unemployment for all the weeks I was off came through. So I went on a little bit of a shopping spree. Are you ready? Yeah, that's a lot of paper. So the reason this stack is so big is, well, other than that I did buy a lot of paper, is that I went to Tuesday morning because I had heard that they had some Chamel products, and I wanted to pick them up because they're not going to be available forever, right? So, yeah, thanks, Mary. So I grabbed her Head in the Clouds project pad, and I didn't have much of Head in the Clouds because I think it was released so quickly after another one of her collections. So I didn't get that, so that was kind of cool. And then I also found Little by Little, and because I have grandkids, I love this, especially this like all over. If I can find the sheet, I'll show it to you. This all over like bunny, and it has a lot of animals in it, and especially with young grandkids. And I have a great niece who's going to be born in just a couple of weeks. That'll be fun. And I do have a few pieces left in this. And then the other thing I found was this Hooray pack from Crepe Paper. It's a birthday line, and I have the chipboard and some other pieces from it. So I got that at Tuesday morning. That's where it started. I found I'll show you guys some of the Chamel stuff. So yeah, no kidding, Carol, right? So I found the Navy Fairy Tale stickers, which are from Head in the Clouds. Say, hey, Nancy, good to see ya. So that was kind of a fun thing. And then trying to think if I found anything else there. I think that was it there. Yeah, that was it there for embellishment. So I did that. Oh, I know what else I found there. I found the box of crayons stamp from Chamel. So I didn't have that. So that was my little Tuesday morning thing. And then I knew that they had Chamel's Never Grow Up at Joann's, and so I was close, and I was masked the whole time. Anyway, I knew that they had Never Grow Up, so I went in and bought not just Never Grow Up, but Picnic in the Park and another birthday collection I like, and some of and single sheets. They have some of Chamel's. I bought some Bloom. They have some of Chamel's older collections. This is her last one before this one. But anyway, so I bought a bunch of stuff, papers there. So yeah, goodbye spending freeze. Except now we're back, not spending freeze, stash freeze. We're now on stash freeze again because I have plenty of paper. I think I said at one point I counted 8 envelopes of paper. I'm pretty sure that's 8 envelopes of paper. And then I did get a couple of other things. Like I love the navy, these navy thickers from Paige Evans, and those were at Joann's. I got this Pebbles birthday collection, which is called Birthday Wishes, is one of my favorite collections. So I have plenty of paper from that, and actually bought a couple of other pieces because I have lots of birthdays, right? So I bought that. This is a crepe paper collection called Hooray that I bought pieces of and have some of that. These are the Amy Tangerine Picnic in the Park die cuts. They had a lot of thickers there, and this is the Whimsical collection. I love this because this works with so many Paige Evans collections. And last but not least, oops, this is a Tuesday morning find. I did find the Glitter Girl sticker book. So anyway, that was on my thing, and thanks for making me feel not so bad, Carol. So hi, Nancy. Good to see you. So I think we're just going to put the pandemic album away for today, and we'll come back to it. I've been definitely scrapbooking out of it, and that. I think what I want to do is grab my Head in the Clouds paper pad. I just got it, right? So let's use it because I think there's purple in here, and if there's not, there may not be in this project pad. If there's not, what I'll do is go to Never Grow Up because I'm sure there's purple in there. So I did look at this sticker sheet because there's dragons and mermaids on this, and they did have the chipboard for this there as well, but the mermaids kind of threw me. Eventually, although eventually maybe she'll get into a mermaid thing, but not right now. So I thought, a sticker sheet of that is fine, and an alpha. So let's look and see what's in this project pad. Well, there's a little purple. And I love this kind of coppery glitter paper. Thanks, Cynthia. I have been 206 layouts later, right? So this is a beautiful, like, star paper. Now, I want it to be purple, but I want to be careful because her little brother's there, too. Although, I'm not above putting pink or purple on boy layouts. That is a pretty purple paper. let's make it work. How about that? I was going to say no, but let's make it work. Sometimes that's good to do that, you know, to kind of challenge yourself a little bit. Oh, I remember I had this. This is one of the ones I did buy from this collection. So that's really pretty. And actually the cool thing now that I see it is this. So I call her girlfriend and him Toad. So like I'll say to her, "Hey girlfriend," and then she kind of laughs at me. She thinks Grandma's funny. And I call him Toad because he was dressed up as Toad from Pokemon? No, Mario Brothers for Halloween. And look at that face. That's definitely a Toad face. I have had nicknames for all of my grandchildren when they were little, like this, that eventually have gone away. They're two older brothers. I had nicknames for them that I never call them anymore. So anyway, so even if they're embarrassing now. I'm looking at this because he has this really cool burgundy on, but let's see. I think this would be, if I'm going to use this color, I'd rather not use it in just such a small strip because you're not going to see it. Now, I'm not above using papers. There is that heart paper there. And there are like some burgundy hearts in this. I was just looking to see if there were any in the any like of the burgundy colors in this. And there, this is nice because it does have the gold foil on it. So we could do Dream Come True here just because of the two kids. I'm going to pull this out. There's a Dream Come True here too, which is nice. I do like this Everyday Adventures. I'm sure Mama and Daddy will stay there. So I think I said the other two kids are going to Grandpa's house. So Mommy and Daddy are going to have a date night and then have the house all to themselves. And I like winked at them when I said, "Oh, and I'm guessing you want them to stay all. If you want me, if I sit for them, I could bring them here because then Mommy and Daddy could have the house to themselves all night." And there was no protest from them about that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this card off right away. Okay, there we go. So week 2, back to work. My arms and hands are doing really, really well. I had a bigger week this week than I did last week, and I'm tired. So it's just I'm not used to that yet. Okay, I do need something to like separate between the clouds and their photo. So I might have a piece. I remember seeing a piece of burgundy paper in my Hugos paper stack here. It was the back side of something. Maybe I didn't get it though. So I'm going to bear with me for just a second. So that's really more pinky purple. So I'm not sure that's the right, and that's from the Amy Tangerine Picnic in the Park. I may not have bought the paper I'm thinking of. Oh, this is so sweet, that rainbow paper. It has nothing to do with that purple though, so we'll bypass that one for now. This is, if you guys have a Joann Fabrics close to you too, I should show you this piece. This is an Amy Tangerine Picnic in the Park, and it's there right now, and it's such a beautiful piece of paper. I use that in another layout. Okay, I'm going through my giant stack of papers, and I'm not finding the paper I thought of. So I think whatever it was, I put it back. So the other thing I think is Paige Evans in her fall collection. I can't remember what it was called. But I think she had some colors like that. So I'm going to go grab that collection, and we'll see if I have any of that left. I don't have a didn't have a ton of that fall collection, but I know I had some. What I'm at Pick Me Up is the one I'm thinking of. So this is Pick Me Up. We'll see what we can come up with. And then I also might have a little bit of Head in the Clouds left, but I don't think I have anything like that. I could also pick up on that kind of greeny. That's not. That might be the color I'm thinking of this greeny aqua too, as well. See, Kelly, look for paper. I mean, I guess it's good that I'm remembering I have these things, right? Considering how much paper I have. Oh, I may not have it. I might be thinking of that stripe or something I've just seen and don't own. Imagine that. How could I not own any? Oh, wait. I think I found it. Okay, so that I think is the paper I was thinking of. Let's see if we like it, or if maybe I need to think about pulling in that color, because that could work really well too. And still, yeah, I think that's busy for me for this. Okay, so you know what's going to happen. I'm going to throw that whole stack of paper that I just pulled out on the side. Because you just heard it go, right? Sorry if I scared anybody's pets. Mine are upstairs misbehaving themselves, I'm sure. They're probably not very happy with Mama because she came home and then I came down here. And I just saw something I could use. Now that I clued into that aqua. Okay, where is it? I'm not a huge fan of the project pads, you guys. There was another project pad at Tuesday morning that I didn't buy from Shamel. And this is the reason, is there's like 5 or 6 pieces, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, more than that. There's 8 pieces, although I will tell you the cool part about this, there's 8 pieces of cardstock in the back, but there's something I just discovered. With this one, it's at least textured. I'm not a big fan of plain cardstock. I don't usually use it. So I'm glad to see that this is textured. So that's awesome. And here's that. And there's a purple. But I was thinking maybe this. Hey, Harmony, good to see you. All right, so I think, so a couple things I could do is I could do that on that background. Or this is sort of what I was thinking. Yeah, I think I like this better. And I think this little stripe does a nice job of like giving a little bit of nod to the fact that there's a little boy in here. This is one of the pieces I have for Head in the Clouds as well, to these awesome heart puppy stickers. Actually, I have 2 of them. I've used a lot of them, honest, you guys. So I'm just going to do something simple here. And I really love that background paper, so I think I want to make that, feature that. So I think I'll just do this now, and if I have to, I can always add another layer behind it if I need to. Yeah, Shamel collections bring me joy too. It did not bring me joy when I found out that she was no longer going to be doing them for American Crafts. I'm hoping that, well, and maybe she just doesn't want to make them anymore either. I don't know. But it did not bring me joy when I found out she was not going to be producing paper anymore. And I would think, I mean, I think from stuff she said, I think Head in the Clouds didn't sell that well. And a company isn't going to want to, you know, hang on to you for a while if collections aren't selling well. However, it was released right on the heels of another collection that was late. And hello, that's American Crafts' fault. So I think, you know, we had all gotten, I can't remember which one was right before. So anyway. So, hey Angela, nice to see you. Okay, ooh, I like how that looks already. And I'm thinking maybe a little something behind there would be nice, a little extra color or something. Again, I'm going back through cardstock. There's a really cool navy one there. Oh, That's a little peachy pink, so that would work with that. See, I want pattern paper. I know, that surprises you guys so much. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Harmony, is that it was AC's decision. So, oh well. We can't boycott them, right? Because they own everything. So, too bad. Whatever Shemel does, I usually do her classes like she's doing a sketch class right now. If you don't know that, check it out because it's awesome. I'm just looking through paper, and here's like this. I know this is a sheet of Little by Little, so I have just a couple. Oh, and I found, speaking of Little by Little, there's a little black and white polka dot. Maybe we can make that work behind here. They do own all the things. I remember when that first started to happen, and people were like, "What's going on?" And okay, so I'm going to put a wider border on this to see if I like it, and if I don't, I'll just trim it off, because it's only paper, right? And y'all saw I have a big stack over here. Harmony, you have to go back and watch the beginning of this, because you missed my huge haul that I did today at Tuesday morning. And so anybody, Tuesday morning. Hey, so you guys, I don't know if you follow Rachel Reynolds. I know that you, obviously you see me, and we're doing a series called Bash Your Stash, right? Stash Bash. Bash Your Stash is a Facebook group I'm involved in, sorry. Stash Bash, and usually it appears on the first of the month. Well, Rachel's got some life stuff going on, and she did put a video out about a week ago to kind of talk about what that is, so I'll let you go find that if you want to hear what's going on. But so we won't have a video up on the first working together. I'm toying with doing one, but I'm not positive I'm going to, just because I've got the kids here and I didn't do it ahead of time. I totally forgot to do it over last weekend. So, but I might try to throw a stash video in there every so often, just kind of on my own. So just so you know, you won't be seeing that first of the month video that you're used to. Okay, so what do we, I do like the black and white. My question is, do I like the black and white in a smaller chunk? No, I think it needs to be bigger, like it is. Okay, so that's good. And I love the little hearts here, so how cool. And look at this, you guys. I bought paper, and I'm using it right away. Look at that. Okay, so we'll just do that. And I do want to call them this layout Little Nuggets, because when I think Mama posted this. When she posted this, that's what she said about them. And I was just trying to think if I had any cloud embellishments somewhere, because it would be cute. But if I do not think that they are going to be the right colors, even if I do. And this is the paper pad from Sparkle City, the Alpha, and that's when I decided I didn't really love paper pads so much. Maybe it was just that particular one, but so this is more of an aqua, and that Alpha was not aqua. Just gonna see if I had clouds anywhere. Today is the best day ever. Okay, I don't see one there, and what I'm really trying to do is get the little nuggets on there. The nugget piece. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. In Sparkle City, this was flat. So I don't know if that was before or after. I don't remember. So really flat. Now in the Head in the Clouds, that paper had texture, just in case anybody wants to know. And I just found a piece of page opens in there that's not supposed to be in there. Imagine that. How did that happen? I have so little paper to keep track of. Oh, and now I just found a piece of pink that I really like. Oh, here's why, because this is from Head in the Clouds. I might have to pull this off and put this on here because I like I think I might like the contrast in here. Just a little. Yes. That was a happy accident. It's one of those nights where it's just flying the way it is, guys. There was no plan, as you can tell. It's just happening. And I would tell you it was because I was drinking wine, but A, I don't have any wine to drink tonight. And B, what I do have is a friend of mine gave me a little bottle of limoncello that she brought back from Italy. And so here is my little cocktail tonight. It's tiny. It's not big. So there's not much there, but it's yummy if you limoncello. All right, because you know I like a good cocktail here and there. I hope I didn't shock anybody. Okay, so I was thinking this needed something else, but oh my goodness. Fortunately, that did not land on the paper. It landed on my mat. But I didn't want to look through everything again to find it because that's really boring for you. But that really does a nice job of just popping that up off the layout now. And I'm thinking, oh, although I have the gold on it, I was thinking there's silver letters that are holographic letters, but I don't think I want to mix the gold and the silver. I think that would look kind of weird. So let me grab my, maybe black or, thanks Jackie. Yeah, isn't that funny how just that little bit kind of made that layout. I'm going to quick look and see if I have a lighter aqua thicker that might work with this one. And you know, there's a couple of thickers to go through here because it's so pale. Actually, I think I found one that might work. Okay. So that is a little bit greener. And tonight, because I'm having a hard time putting two sentences together, I'm going to grab my wax paper. So this is a small enough alpha, and this is Amy Tangerine Memento. I don't know what collection that came from, but I'm thinking I'll do the whole, originally I was going to do nuggets and something else, but there's plenty of letters here. That's one nice thing, is it's thin and there's lots of letters. So I think I'll just do the little nuggets in this. So one of the biggest things I've missed about going back to work, you guys, is all the scrapbooking that I was doing. I was ready to do maybe not quite as much, but I didn't want to abandon it all. And I was off yesterday and didn't have time to do any scrapbooking. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and my thoughts are that maybe this might not be the, alpha may be a little bit too small. So thanks, Nancy. I do like the little polka dots there. I'm going to put it all the way across, though, to make that determination, because I have plenty of black letters, and I could go to black as well. I don't know that purple would work very well here, and I don't even know if I have a purple that would show up, although, I might have a purple the color of his shirt. So yeah, darn work is right. Although I am very happy to be back to work in all seriousness. It's been so lovely. I had a client, one of the clients that's been with me since almost the beginning. I've been a therapist for 9 years, and she was one of my first clients, and I got to see her today. She also happens to be a nurse, and she's dealing with COVID patients right now. So it was good to see her anyway, but it was like catching up with an old friend almost. We haven't seen each other in 3 months because her appointment got canceled. She's supposed to see me the week that I had to shut down. Okay, so I don't know that I'm loving this. I'm going to trim this up a little bit so I can get a better... I think it's just a little bit too small. I think if I had that title like here, that might work. But I might have some letter stickers that this will work with that I never use because the color is kind of weird. I'm going to have an entire scrap room to put back together when I'm done with this, you guys. Oh my goodness. Too funny. I could also have gotten rid of those letters because I hadn't used them in one of my destashes lately. Let's see. They were, who remembers the Making Memories velvet letters? Because that's what they were. And I just used some of those on a layout not that long ago, but not in the color I'm looking for. Okay, one more place that they could be. Otherwise, I have to make a different decision. The good news is I know where everything is. It's just there's a lot of it. Ooh. Okay. Here's those letters I was telling you about. All right. Sorry, you guys. That was not very entertaining. So these are the Making Memories velvet letters. And I do have a little bit of these purples left, but that'll blend right in. Yep, that's what I thought too, Jackie, that I could do black as well. So let's see. Definitely not this. I also think this is too bright for the color in here. So I want to see what this looks like. And we could do like little in a different alphabet as well. This is a Bella Boulevard alpha here. I'm trying to find the N. There we go. Just to see what I think. Okay, that guy's done. Yeah, I don't think that stands out very well against that background. Jackie, we may be going with black. I want to try this one too, though, because this pulls that color in, and it's bigger too. So these letters, though, oh my gosh. I wasn't saving, and I just ripped the N. That's okay, there's a U, that works. Oh wait, here's another N. I wasn't saving vendors at the time, so I don't know what year, but yeah, this just looks, it's making that look dirty. So let's do black. And I know I have a boatload of those. Uh-oh. I have Jelly Bean Soup Bean Board alphas, and I keep them in plastic bags, and one of the bags was open. That was exciting. Like I said, I'm going to have a mess to clean up when I'm done here tonight. Not putting all that paper away, though. Not yet. Oh, this is kind of cute. I just found a fun one. So I have this, speaking of making memories, a little puffy alpha, and it's in a small dot. So that could be really cute with this. It's just, do I have enough letters to do this? Because I need 2 G's if I do nuggets, which I do not. But this is a really cute one. That might be why these aren't. Let's just, for fun, let's see how old these are. 2008. So I started scrapbooking, really scrapbooking like I do now in about 2007, 2008. So that's one of my first collections. So now we'll look at, I haven't even started embellishing, you guys, and I have a mess here. These are cute, but too much white. I think Jackie's right. We need black. Black, black, black. And I need the right, like not too big, not too small. Anybody feeling like the Three Bears? Okay, this will be good. So this is a Dear Lizzie Good Vibes Elf. That's what this one is. And I think I'll spell it backwards because then I can decide if I want to use a different font. And they're kind of fun because they're shiny. I think this will do a nice job of tying in the black polka dots and then the outlines too. Let's hope I can spell tonight. I haven't glued this down yet because I wasn't sure how big that title would be. Okay. It's kind of fun when, and nerve-wracking when you're doing this live, but it's kind of fun when you don't have a plan and you just kind of go for it. My U and N and U are the same in this alpha, but this is actually the U. I think we'll do little from the same alpha. I did have a Thickers cleanup not that long ago where I went through my Thickers and where I only had, I felt bad because I had a lot of numbers left in some of the alphas, except for 3s because I use those for ease frequently. But that's basically what it was left over, and then odd other letters. And I know you can use them, but you guys, I have a lot of Thickers, so I just decided to get rid of them. Okay. I'm really liking the way that black looks, and I really like this alpha. I'm also thinking about this position on the page, so it's in the balance of it is in the lower part, and I'm going to justify it just a little bit to the right here. And I just realized I moved my filming lights the other day and I still haven't gotten them back. So thanks, Mary. This is when you watch a live, you know you're getting real me unedited, right? So I don't cut out all the other parts. Although, honestly, I like to watch both lives and edited versions of things because then you see our processes. And oftentimes I think that if you don't do videos, you don't understand how edited they really are. And it's not because I want to take out the bad parts. It's just that most people like, in all seriousness, most people like to watch videos about 8 minutes long. So I kind of like being able to do lives with you guys too. So yay, using up letter stickers. I love Thickers and letter stickers, and I own a Cricut, and I bought my original Cricut so that I could cut letters, and then discovered I'm really basically a lazy scrapbooker. I'm not a big fan of making my own embellishments, at least definitely not in real time while I'm scrapbooking. When I start scrapbooking, I want whatever it's going to be to hand. I mean, I'll do things like, you guys may have seen this, and maybe I'll use some of these on here since they're gold. I cut from my foil and gold glitter paper, I'll cut scallops and butterflies and hearts and stars. But if those weren't there, I will rarely go get a punch to do it. Despite the fact that it's not that hard for me to get the punch to do it. It's not that far away. But, so I know myself well enough to know that I'm not going to be using my Cricut for for doing titles. And it would be so nice because you never run out of vowels. I use mine for cut files and to make shirts, and I've made coffee cups and towels with mine. I did a lot of Christmas presents this year. I'd owned it for about a year and had done cut files with it, and then really wanted to make some t-shirts with some fun sayings on it for running or working out or just for fun. And then I started that, realized how easy it is to do once you've done a couple of them, and then never went back to ever cutting, and probably won't go back to cutting letters. But now I have a friend who that's what she uses hers for most of the time, so I told her she needs to like inspire me to do that, and it's not worked so far. Okay, so let's get that the dot for the I on there. Okay, and you guys should see this. I'd take my phone down, but that will make y'all dizzy. It's a mess over here. I have a big mess over here. All right. Okay, then now for some fun things. Now I'm going to grab my sticker book that I just got this afternoon. Oh, this is one of the actual sticker books. So when they were doing these, and there's a really nice hot pink alpha in there that I could put their names on there, but I'm not going to right now. Oh, and that's nice. They gave me 2 sheets of that. You know, it's so funny. I feel like I have the sticker book, but I don't. I have the hashtag sticker book, and it's got a lot of these in there. So I kind of like this, you are capable of amazing things. And because it has the wood on it, and this doesn't have any wood, I could just do this. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of journaling to do on here, but I could do a little. There's a little washi here too that would be kind of, that I could use to ground things. Down here maybe. And what this is making me think is I really like this, but if I could find it in an aqua color, that would probably be better. So I'm going to grab my hashtag sticker book and see if I have any aqua in here. There is a camera in here that I can use. That would be nice. So I'll put that up there so I don't forget. There's gold stars. We could use a little pop of gold if I wanted to do it that way. Okay, so here's all those stickers, and I've used a boatload of those. I may not have any of the aqua left, but I bet I know where I can find some. I have all that. This little snap camera is cute too. Or this little bird. He's in that kind of aqua. I want to get some aqua up here. I also don't want it to look like he's falling off. Okay, the other thing I want to do, I'm going to cut that top of that sticker off. And I did, this is, the reason I did that is because I was afraid I didn't have it far enough up. Okay, there we go. I don't want the bird to look like he is falling off of the page, which he was kind of looking like that because he wasn't standing on anything like here. So let's see if we can get him. He still looks like he's going to fall off the page, but I like him pointing this direction a little bit better, so maybe I can find something else. And then maybe this camera can come down here and just kind of peek in to see if I have anything in that color to maybe use here. Lots of, I always forget I have those mini letter stickers in these books. Okay, so none of those. I'm going to grab my Ellie Studio labels. You know those were coming, didn't you? Because I might, although I also have, let me see if this set of Studio Calico labels, oh, look at this. So this is a really old set of label stickers from Studio Calico from 2013. And I have just a couple of them left. And so this could be really nice, but now I feel like I almost need pink down here. There is a pink camera though. So let's put this one back, and maybe that snap one we'll use down here so that we can do the pink on one corner and the aqua on another. Okay, so that looks good. These are shiny surface, so I'll have to use my slick writer, but that's not such a big deal. And one of my favorite slick writers, if you guys are looking for a good one, is scrapbook.com makes an awesome slick writer. I've had a couple of them. They do a really, really nice job, and they don't dry out. I've used the American Crafts ones, but they dry out really fast. So that's a big recommendation for me. I have a couple of the scrapbook.com pens, and I really like them. I think I also have two of their like regular writing, well, they're not regular writing pens because they are markers, but as opposed to slick writer. Okay, so we have that one. I do have this round one. I'm going to see if we can give him something to stand on. Nope, too much white right there. Okay, he'll be fine. Don't fall on me, little bird. And then I did say I thought it would be nice to get some of these hearts on, because we can bring in that color from M#4 shirt there. By the way, that's the code that Mommy and I use when we're talking about them, so we don't have to write all their names out. But I don't call them that. not to them anyway. Although goodness knows I'm always searching for the wrong, always calling them by the wrong M name, right? My granddaughter not quite as often, but every so often she still gets called by the wrong name. Oh my goodness, poor thing. I think this needs to be a small heart, and I know I have a couple small ones in here. And if I don't, maybe I'll just have to punch a couple, right? There's the small ones though. And then maybe I can pair, not quite sure how that's going to work, the small ones with some of these. I kind of like how those two things look together. This is so narrow, I feel like, I liked the little bird, but I don't think he's going to make it. I think I'm going to use an aqua heart instead. I just feel like that, yeah, that, I feel a little bit better. It doesn't look like it's going to fall off the page here. Sorry, little bird. You're very cute, though. Maybe he can come in here somewhere. Oh, and this is kind of cool because this pattern, I just realized it appears right here. So that's perfect. We'll put that down a little bit. And I actually remembered the date because normally I have to pull that back up. I don't tonight. Yay. Okay, so then since this pattern is here and up there, let's put it down here too. This heart punch is a little heart punch that I found at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so we have that, and then I said maybe little bird gets to just perch on here somewhere. He feels kind of like he's lonesome though. Let's see if another heart somewhere will work here. And the reason I started cutting all these hearts is that when my oldest nephew got married, I used a lot of hearts in their book, and I got tired of punching them one by one, so I just started using them, just punched a whole bunch of them and used them that way. Here's a purple heart with this too. I'm trying way too hard to get this guy on here. So I don't want this heart down here. I don't think that's going to work. Okay. So no heart there. I think the little bird's just going to be on here himself. And these stickers are so thin that I'm not going to put him up on pop dots because I think he would come off there. Okay, the hashtag sticker book has a lot of dots in it. So let me find a page of those like this. And they're kind of cool because they're iridescent. So I think I'll use these because there's some of this blue here. And then I can add in, there is some purple, but it's the wrong, it's not this purple, it's a different purple. So I don't think we'll do that, but I can use some of the hot pink for sure. And I don't think there's any, gold in this, if I remember correct. Oh, there's gold stars or something. And I think I'll pop another one down here in that pink just to get the bright pink down here. And then we'll put some down here too in all those colors. So it's kind of a nice way to scatter your color across. And these are a little bit holographic as well. So it kind of scatters your colors across the page. And this one, maybe we'll use a light pink down here because it's really hard to, it'll be really hard to see otherwise. And then we can pop a darker pink here. So I guess what I will do then too is change this guy to a light pink, and I'll just put him up here somewhere. And now I'm using pronouns for the dots, right? Okay. I like this when I can use some of these up, when I remember to do it. These are, they're so shiny that sometimes it's hard to tell the color because I just realized like this is a lighter turquoise color too. And I don't have the light pink on here yet, so maybe, I think I'm going to put the two pinks up here and we'll get this guy down here. Okay, so all three of those are on there. Then all I really have to do is label this. So pretty quick layout. Thanks, Nancy. Yeah, I think he's better there because he looks a little bit like he's flying, but that he's a little bit more grounded too. So anyway, yeah, I like how that turned out. Used some brand new to me products and used some old products and some really old products, which is kind of awesome. So thanks, Cynthia. So I think I'm only going to do one for tonight. just because I really now have a big mess to clean up, you guys. Oh my goodness. I am one of those scrappers that when I scrapbook, then I clean up after each layout, at least sort of clean up. If I'm using all one collection, or if I keep going back to the same products, I don't completely clean it up, but like I'll take everything and put it to the side. So when I get stuff spread out all over, and so my trimmer is just to the right of me here, and it has about 8 inches of thickers on it. To the left, I have project pad and embellishments and all that kind of stuff, and there are folders of Chamel, my storage folders to the side, and then 2 piles of paper next to those. And my thickers, one of my thickers baskets is on the floor. So I did a good job tonight at getting stuff all over the place, which is okay. That's fine. But how cute. And this was fun. This was fun. I don't know that I would have been able to do a pandemic layout tonight, because you know how you sometimes, I don't know about you, but because I don't scrapbook chronologically, I scrapbook what I'm in the mood for, and that's a pretty serious subject, even if it's something kind of fun to think about, to kind of go back to some of those feelings. So it's kind of fun that I got to do this, and it's kind of fun. So the neat part is now I'll have more pictures of these two, because they'll be spending the night with me. And I did send, if I didn't say this before, when I was going back and forth with my daughter-in-law before about just getting arrangements for them to be here tomorrow, and they both, I don't have a crib here, so we have to have 2 pack and plays, so they're coming with lots of stuff. But I said, will you please tell M number 4 that grandma's not going to try to kill him, because he did cry so much when I saw him the last time. Oh, that boy. Mommy and Daddy leaving is probably going to be bad, but I'll make sure I have lots of books. He loves to read. And they'll be all new books, because he has been here with my stepkids, but I think we were outside. I don't think we came inside. So he does not recognize Grandma's house. And part of that is a lot of times I don't have the kids over until I'll have them sometimes, but I don't usually have them overnight until until they're a little bit older. So it's just easier at their house when they're that little. So yeah, I definitely will have fun with them. And like I said earlier, these two are so much fun together. They just really, really love each other. And it'll be nice, because I think because they have 2 older brothers, and their older brothers kind of take the whole show over when I have all 4 of them together. So it's going to be really fun just to get to know them on their own, especially M number 4. I've spent time alone with M number 3, but M number 4 will be a year old on the 28th of June. So it'll be interesting to see if he has a birthday party or not, with all the stuff going on here. So anyway, well, I think that's it for tonight, you guys. Thanks for all the lovely compliments, and I definitely will have fun. Hope you guys are staying safe and staying well, and I'm not quite sure what plans are for next week, but I'll try to get on again for a live at some point next week too. So good night, everybody.